Hi, this is Emiko with The Show, aka the Home Entertainment Show. It has been incredibly entertaining. Today's day 3 of the show, 2019, and I'm here with Ari, who is representing Aurender. Thanks so much for being here.
It's great to be here. It's been an awesome show so far.
Every time I've walked by, the room has been jumping. So we're going to ask a bunch of questions and then get you back to your wonderful attendees and customers down there, because I know they're vying for your attention. Can you take us through sort of what you guys do, who you are, and where you come from?
Sure. Yeah, the company was founded in 2011, which was very early on in the whole quote-unquote computer audio revolution that has taken our industry by storm. As streaming music becomes more and more popular and accessible, but Aurender is here to elevate the experience of listening to that content. It just gets so much better than Bluetoothing into your system or AirPlaying into your system. And that's not to knock that technology. I think anything that makes it easier for people to access and listen to music is only a good thing. But it's really important to know that it gets so much better than that. And the quality of your source is a huge player in how the system is going to sound overall. It's akin to changing out an amplifier, changing out your cabling, changing out your DAC. These are all things that matter in a system, and the source, which is where it all comes from, we think matters most of all.
So take us through, because you have a sort of a cloud-based system, a storage system, right?
It's internal storage.
Oh, it's internal storage. I see, yeah. Okay.
That's always been a core design tenet of the Aurender system.
Right.
You can't buy an Aurender that has less than 2 terabytes of storage on it, which
is a lot of music.
It's about 6,000 CDs worth of material in the FLAC format. Of course, once you start getting into high res,
that's a different story.
That storage space gets eaten up much more quickly.
Totally.
Anyway, you slice it, it's a lot of storage.
It is. And is it some? I mean, I'm assuming then there's a software that you can use to swap out the songs in the library. So if you decide you don't want to have the Rolling Stones or whatever on there anymore, you can change it out for something else.
You can add, edit, remove content to your library. There are a number of ways to do that. More and more, we're seeing people just streaming. The Aurender app incorporates the whole experience of browsing for and discovering new music within the Aurender app. That if you use an Aurender in your system, you're already familiar with how that works. And the experience of accessing that music kind of blurs the line between content that you have on the internal storage and stuff that's on the cloud that you're just basically renting from streaming services. It makes it very easy to add to library, so that next time you're browsing through your Miles Davis collection and that one that was missing before and you've since added in from Qobuz or Tidal, it's going to show up right alongside your other Miles Davis content.
The thing that I love about Aurender is that you guys are digital, and being that this is the high-end audio show and we're the only one in Southern California, so we want to incorporate all types of high-end audio. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about high resolution? And also, I mean, MQA is a big thing, right? Because I know that you guys support that as well, or the systems do.
Big time.
Because there's a software that you can use to
Yeah, there are 3 models in the Aurender product line that have built-in DACs.
Right.
All 3 of those models were designed with MQA in mind from the ground up. And I'm not interested in any format wars. Or I listen to equal parts vinyl, equal parts DSD, PC, whatever.
Right.
But I think if you haven't heard MQA played through a really well-designed MQA DAC, then you're missing out on a tremendous amount of what that format is all about. Right. It's kind of like if you pop a Blu-ray disc into an old DVD player, you're not getting the full resolution experience. So
take us through what's in your exhibit room right now, and if a brand new self-proclaimed audiophile who woke up and said, "Today is the day, I'm going to start. I have my ticket to the show. I'm coming. I'm a digital gal or guy. I don't know what my entry point is." What would you recommend to them that's in the room right now?
We have almost the full line on display on static display from the entry-level N100H with 2 terabytes of storage and USB output, and it's the highest quality USB output you can get. So you can install that in your system, and if your DAC is primed for use with a USB interconnect, you can know that you're serving it with just about the highest quality source you can get, even for the entry-level product. We have that on display all the way up to our new flagship A30, which has the DAC built into it. So that's, if you don't want to have a separate standalone DAC, you just want a one-box solution that incorporates all of that, we have that on display also. We also have the W20, which was our previous flagship. It's being upgraded shortly, and that's on display with an MSB DAC.
Oh, nice.
Some of the best digital
Cool.
you can
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
So the point is that using an Aurender source, or there are a number of other products in the category, all of which perform great, using an upgraded source that's a purpose-built music player makes such a big difference on the overall sound of the system. In the land of vinyl, we've understood for a very long time just how important the source is, how important it is to extract every bit of information from those grooves and do it in a musical way. So it's analogous to what we're doing on the digital side.
Your founder is Asian. And the head office is based in Asia, in
Seoul.
In Seoul. Do you feel, I mean, I'm Japanese, and I know whenever I go home to Japan, the technology is ahead by about 18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
Do you feel that Aurender's reception in the United States is similar to that around the world, or do you feel that there are certain places around the globe that have taken to it faster because technologically and culturally they're elsewhere?
I think, yes, absolutely. The product was initially embraced and consumed by the Asian market in larger numbers and with more enthusiasm initially than the American market. And still the Chinese market, I think, does largely drive the direction of the company. Or it's at least the North Star that we kind of go towards. But the American market has totally come around to, since Aurender started in 2011, I alluded to all the other companies that have come into the product category, and they're all doing great things, and it's such a great time to be a music lover.
I have to say this, I mean, in a world where I think a lot of people consider digital music to be sort of cold and clinical, you guys have really put the soul back into it in terms of creating a system that makes it easy to use, seamless, high quality. And I think the truth of the matter with Aurender, at least from my point of view, the little bits that I've experienced here and there is that, you know, high-end audio doesn't mean high price all the time. It doesn't mean hard to understand and overcomplicated. And it certainly doesn't mean only vintage, only analog. I think high-end audio, you guys are doing it and living it. It's putting your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here, Ari. We really appreciate it.
It's been such a pleasure.
That being said, you guys, stay tuned for more interviews behind the scenes, seminars, concerts, and crazy adventure antics. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button wherever you may be watching us. Turn your notifications on because we're basically taking over all of music. We love you. Ari, thank you so much for being here and for supporting the show. Till next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. See you later.